Warm greetings, dear friend, and welcome to my June newsletter. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and protected from all inner and outer dangers. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. That's the metta prayer from the Buddhist tradition, and I always like to start with that because I think it says it all, and it says it all beautifully. Well, summer's here. Summer has finally reached us here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We've had a really miserable kind of spring. Usually it's, cold and rainy for the spring, but it seems it was particularly intense this last spring. And bang, just in the last few days, summer has arrived. So feeling very, very grateful for the sunshine and the warmth. I hope that wherever you are in the world, that you are enjoying the weather. So, what else has been going on here? Well, about 2 weeks ago, I thought I had contracted COVID, and I was very happy and relieved to discover after a few days that it was just a bad cold. And so I was on the upswing after just a few days. It took about a week for it to pass through my body. I'm feeling just fine now and feeling very happy and grateful for a return to health and for the healing power of the body. And being the giving person that I am, I have given this to my beloved Kim. So she is now sick and she's actually experiencing it much worse than I did. It's been about 10 days now and she's still having a rough go of it. So if you could hold my Kim in your heart with your thoughts and your prayers for a quick return to complete health and wellness for her, I would really appreciate that. How are you doing, dear friend, on a physical level or otherwise? Please email me and let me know. I'd love to know. Always love to hear what's going on in your world. So, what's going on here, musically and creatively speaking? A lot. I continue to offer my weekly morning musings. I'm almost at the 2-year mark. In August, I will have been doing it for 2 years. I'm very, very happy that I continue to be inspired to create music every week for that. I continue to serve a number of churches, both in person and virtually, in both Canada and the U.S., and on top of that, I am performing for more and more retirement homes, which is a real treat because I have a wonderful repertoire that I like to share with those folks, and I really enjoy getting them all singing. Engagement is something that I love doing, whatever the audience is. So it's a lot of fun to play for those folks. And on the local front, with other musicians, this month I will be playing with 3 groups: Undercover, which is a quartet I've been a part of for the last couple of years. Singing with the fantastic 10-piece Rhythm and Blues All-Stars band, which is just a real treat. And lastly, I will be singing vocals on a Blues Brothers tribute led by my dear friend Tom Arntzen, so that should be fun. So all the information for all of my performances can always be found on my online calendar, which you can find on my website, nathenaswell.com. And I have some big news. I know that I've mentioned in the last several months that I'm writing a book. Well, I thought of a great way to move forward on the book with more regularity, and that is to share excerpts from my book and to write music about those excerpts for my Wednesday morning musings. My intention with my book is to just release an ebook. I'm not interested in destroying trees in the creation of my book. So my book will be an ebook, and the book will feature words and music and images. I think some recordings that I made along the way. So it will be a wonderful multi, what's the word I'm looking for? Not multi-visual, you know what I mean. So to that end, every Wednesday for this foreseeable future, I will share excerpts from the book and music that will highlight, amplify the particular theme that I'm sharing from the book. I'm excited about that. I'm a little scared by that. And so another request from you, if I may, if you could envision that process unfolding with ease and grace and joy. So I look forward to doing that as of next week when we move into the month of July. And what else? Okay, I think that's it. So the chant that I shared last month was about the dance between structure and spontaneity, and that moved me into the idea of relaxing into the flow that's just a breath away. And I have a good friend named Harold Payne. He's a fantastic singer-songwriter in Los Angeles. And after he heard that chant, he said, you mentioned that phrase, just a breath away, many times. I'd like to encourage you to write a chant using that title. So I took up Harold's challenge, and I wrote a chant called Just a Breath Away, which is what I want to share with you this month. And it feels like the perfect chant because I think it's a chant that can resonate with all of us on a personal level, as well as on a community level, city level, country, hemisphere, world level. Let me just read you the words, see if you can see where I'm coming from. The words are, love is just a breath away. Love is just a breath away, a breath away, a breath away. And then I came up with 4 other words, trust, grace, joy, peace. And I think that any one of a number of words could have been used. I thought of words like clarity, forgiveness, understanding, reconciliation. So when I think about some of the things that are going on around the world, I think you can see that any one of those words would be powerful choices. And what a hopeful thing it is, what a breath of fresh air it is to think that solutions to any of those things are that close, are just a breath away. So that's my invitation in this chant, is for us to remember that it is all just that close. The possibility of what we want, whatever it may be, is just that close. So here, let me share the chant with you. It's called Love is called Just a Breath Away. And as always, I invite you to sing it with me. And as I always say, if singing's not your thing, I invite you to just receive this music in whatever way most speaks to you, most touches your heart. So here is Just a Breath Away.
Just a breath away. Love is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Trust. Trust is just a breath away. Trust is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Grace. Grace is just a breath away. Grace is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Joy. just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Peace. Peace is just a breath away. Peace is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath back to love. Love is just a breath away. Love is just a breath away. 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 How about you, dear friend? Did that resonate with you? I would love to know. Please drop me a line and let me know how you felt about that chant. If it resonates with you, what came up in you as you sang that, as you listened to that. Thank you very much for being a part of my journey, dear friend. I greatly appreciate walking alongside you. We have much to learn from each other and much to share with each other, so let's keep the lines open. It's always a highlight of my month to read feedback that I get from my newsletter, so please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. So, may I, may you, may we all remember that everything is just a breath away. Namaste, dear friend. I look forward to seeing you next month with an excerpt from my book.